lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting.
Here's the Busher. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And the basket by Stoudemire. Stoudemire's got his second basket of the game.
They're really working the paint now.
Las Vegas calls timeout. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
And missed free throws are killers, especially when you consider how many they missed. Hopefully, they stay late to practice after that one.
Let's look back over the last 10 games now. See which teams were topping the charts in three-point shooting.
Number one, you have to have good shooters. Number two, you have to take good shots. This team is both talented and disciplined.
Back to DiVincenzo. George sets a screen to end the drought. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Yeah, I love the focus from DiVincenzo here. Even as he absorbs the foul, his shot is what he's concentrating on.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Wallace, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. Free throw no good from DiVincenzo. And when you're trying to slow down a great scorer, there are those shots you just got to live with, Stan.
Well, look, B.A., you can't take away everything, particularly from the great players. I think when you're game planning, what you have to decide is just that. What can you live with and what do you want to take away? And you try to just make those great players a little bit less efficient. You're not going to shut them down, but maybe you can make them a little bit less efficient.
Now here's Wallace. Still no points. 5 to shoot, and there's the screen. Here's Stockton, and the layup is good off the glass.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's George. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The physicality of George. His coaches and teammates encourage him to attack and draw contact.
And he'll take his third and fourth free throws of the night. And he knocks down the first one. George hits them both.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
There's the triple. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. They've led by as much as 10. Inside, Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Wagner. He's averaging about 6 points per game. For three. Weber pulls it in. Las Vegas leading by 7. Outside Sexton. The three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Asserting himself at the arc. Sexton saw his shot and took it without fear.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Vegas making a change here. Vassell's checked in. Mavericks trail by 10. Wallace outside. Here's Wagner. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
At the line for Dallas.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane.
Shooting one shot.
Well, guys, from day one in this league, Wagner has been an exceptional free throw shooter.
There's a minute 54 left in the second. Sloan, no good. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And Wagner gets it to go. Now just a 5-point Las Vegas lead.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's George, and Las Vegas getting another bucket right there.
And at the offensive end, George persistent and consistent.
Wagner for 3. Paul George pulls it in. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Las Vegas. And that one's good. Weber. And now a 9-point Las Vegas lead.
So graceful with the teardrop.
Achua can't hit. Las Vegas has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Now here's George. Watched by Wallace. Goes up on the baseline. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the free throw.
That shot, the 3, is very volatile. On games when it's falling, you can beat anyone. But when you're leaning on it and you go cold, tough sledding. Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Here's Weber. He's got 5. from deep three-point land. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Las Vegas closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the Bears half-court shot. Drum roll, please. Ooh, they're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for our contestants.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first, let's take a look at where teams are sitting in the power rankings.
And taking a look at Las Vegas, I think we know at this point how good this team can be, and that is not very good.
Look at Kenny over here reading like a third grader. Hard to disagree, but this team is bunk.
Bunk.
Bunk?
I said it, bunk.
Bunk? Hey, define bunk.
It's a dunk, but a bad dunk. Bunk.
Ooh. Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for Vegas.
Some teams just play slow and methodical. These guys have taken the F1 approach. Faster, faster.
Didn't know you were into race cars, big fella. You taking me to Monaco?
I got room on the plane, Ernie.
Oh, let's just drive. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Paul George has been sensational.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And it's Las Vegas with the ball. 7-point differential. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at center, filling out the middle. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half.
I mean, you have to love the physicality of Simmons right there. He has the strength and size to finish that play.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Cal is shooting about 47%, a nice number. Here's Stockton. Here's Stoudemire. On the wing, Alexander Walker. There's a screen. Second chance shot. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Las Vegas moving that ball around. George for 3. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
Such a pure scorer. If George finds his shot, it's almost as good as in.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Stoudemire. Over Simmons. Abdul-Jabbar controls the rebound and the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
.90 seconds into the second half now. George passes to Simmons. Outside, DiVincenzo, 6 to shoot. Las Vegas needs to get off a shot. And it's Cunningham missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
pass to Busher. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Now George to the middle. Curran in the post. And it's blocked. On the wing, Alexander Walker. He's watched by Cunningham.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. George outside. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Duran, the screen. Simmons, pass to George. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. George has got 5 points in the quarter. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Stockton, pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Not going to go that time. Good D by Duran. Pass to Cunningham. And here's George for three. Mavericks with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside, Alexander Walker. He buries it from 3. Alexander Walker's got his second bucket on the night.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Duran. Now here's DiVincenzo. 4 on the clock. From deep, here's Simmons. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Stoudemire. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Now just a 1-point Las Vegas lead. George outside. Back to Cunningham. Nice D from Alexander Walker.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. They now take the lead. Abdul-Jabbar's got 8 points in the quarter.
I just love the ball movement.
Las Vegas calls timeout.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup block. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
are the point guards who sit at the top of the league in rebounding. In the third spot, Cade Cunningham.
And even if rebounding isn't a point guard's top priority, a lot of the great ones in NBA history were productive on the boards.
Yeah, and it speaks to how well-rounded a lot of today's point guards are. It's not just about orchestrating, it's about doing the dirty work, too.
Now here's Vassell. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Lets it fly. Again, the miss by Las Vegas. And Dallas with possession. They're on a 15-5 run. Wallace outside. And the three-pointer goes. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for it.
Vassell passes to Sloan. Las Vegas moving that ball around. There's Cunningham with a three. The Mavericks pull it in. Divac got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Stockton. Got a hand on it. Outside Simmons. Here's Weber. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. And let's see what Las Vegas has coming up. On Friday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz. And then Friday, they'll host the Boston Celtics.
Man, that game against Seattle, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle.
The first one falls. Wagner's checked in for Dallas. And so he hits both. And Dallas with possession. They're on an 18-7 run. 1:49 left in the third quarter. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
Man, good whistle there.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And they've been letting it rain from the mid-range. A throwback approach that's really working well for them in this one.
And he can't get the first one. And he ends up missing both free throws. Las Vegas has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. And that one's good. Simmons.
You know Simmons can get physical when he has to, going right through the contact.
Pass to Divac. Wagner outside. They set the pick. And he drops it in from the low post. Wagner's got 11 points.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Outside Simmons. There's Cunningham with a 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Pass to Achua. Wagner outside. Weber pulls it in. Weber's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Cunningham. On the wing, Vassell. Watched by Wallace. Cunningham passes to Simmons. Here's Weber, and he jams it home with authority.
Yeah, an elite passing forward. Simmons just dropping a dime. If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
It's a tie game in Dallas. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for... Oh, wow!
Look out!
D.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Pass to DiVincenzo to take the lead. Sloan, no good.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
Nice ball movement by Dallas. That one goes. Count it. And now it's a 4-point Dallas lead.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Sloan, the pass to DiVincenzo. Duran, the screen from the arc. DiVincenzo can't hit.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Stoudemire, the pass to Stockton. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
First personal, first team foul. At the line for one, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Las Vegas calls timeout.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Las Vegas's coach going over their plan during the break. And a big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. It's George on the wing. To stop the run. Got a piece of it. And he recovers it. Off target with a jump hook.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Here's Stockton. DiVincenzo covering. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
And they're putting together another quality possession, taking control of this game.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
And the dunk dunk by Duren.
How much power from Jalen Duren. Good.
It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Cunningham's checked in for Las Vegas.
Second team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. One shot.
And for most NBA teams, the draft is the best path to acquiring an NBA superstar. But it's not enough to get that high pick. You've got to get that one right, Stan.
Absolutely, B.A. And look, some of them are easy. Some of the top picks just stand out, and they're really, really easy. But some of them are very, very difficult, and especially as you move down even to the third, fourth, fifth, sixth picks. And the guys that hit on those are the guys that end up with the stars. Well, a risky pass there, and if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that one.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Here's DeBusschere. He's watched by Cunningham. Clock at 6. To the inside. There's Stoudemire. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Cunningham on the take. It's deflected.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's DeBusschere. Paul George pulls it in. Las Vegas trails by 10. Nice move.
Yeah, such a skilled scorer. When George is looking to attack, it puts pressure on the D. Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Paul George. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from George. And Las Vegas making a change here. Simmons is checked in. George hits them both.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to George. Again, the miss by Las Vegas.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
DeBusschere passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Shoots over Duren. Here's Stoudemire. Good D by Duren.
They get this rebound, but they haven't been able to keep up on the boards. They're lucky the game is as close as it is.
A physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Simmons defending. Yes, sir! Count it!
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Las Vegas calls timeout. Las Vegas trails by 10. George. Blocked!
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this year.
Here's Stockton. Duran pulls it down. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Las Vegas. Outside DiVincenzo. Beyond the arc. Oh, no good.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Now here's Cunningham. Outside DiVincenzo. Can't hit it.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Oh, he can't get the layup. Las Vegas trails by 12. George! No stopping him from 16 feet out.
And that's the versatility of George. He does it from long range, mid-range, and at the rim.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, covered by Duran. A throwback possession, 2 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Mavericks.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year. Here's Stockton. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Shot clock at 5. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Las Vegas ball. Substitution on the court.
And it's Las Vegas with the ball. Down by 12. Simmons. Ooh, he leaves no question. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
And And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As we leave, we present our player of the game.
Tip-off goes to Seattle. So the next starting five. Parrish is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Barnes. And it's Thompson in at the 2 spot. Count the basket. SGA's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Suns.
Quick trigger there by SGA. I'll tell you, on the catch, be ready to rise and fire.
Robinson drives in, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
Bucket is good.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Just taking what the defense gives him.
Barnes passes to Parrish. On the wing, Jackson. Barnes outside. Pass to Thompson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Drops in the tray.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Barnes down low. Defended by Hayward. Outside for Jackson. 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Barnes finds Thompson. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Issel, guarded by Jackson. Issel passes to Hayward. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Barnes. A second chance effort. Here's Elliott. Misses the 3. Brooklyn Nets come into this one following a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. Thompson in the corner. Drains the 3-pointer. Thompson's got 5.
Well, nice play by Klay Thompson, one of the best shooters in the catch-and-shoot game.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce, courtside. Allie.
Well, the Supersonics head coach had a few moments to share with me. Jaren Jackson Jr. was the topic, and coach was impressed by the tape. He said, the more I watch of Jaren, the more I'm convinced he's the best defensive player in the league. He does so much for their team, and we're going to have to be hyper-aware of his weak side help tonight. Coach isn't alone on that appraisal. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Now Thompson. After the missed 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Pass to Elliott. To the inside. Issel. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
So tough to defend Issel without fouling. He works so hard and is really active.
Seattle shooting their first free throws of the night. And he knocks down the first one. Second free throw, no good. Brooklyn trailing. Robinson passes to Barnes. Parrish with the screen on Hayward. On the wing, Barnes. Defended by Hayward. A drive by Barnes.
Well, what a big-time athlete. Scotty Barnes sprinting to the cup with effectiveness.
Pass to Elliott. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts. Barnes outside. It's Robinson, top of the key. From the high post. Off the left rim and out.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Elliott kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Elliott. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Issel, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Here's SGA. After the basket by Brooklyn. And so George Karl decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Platoon swap here for Seattle. And it's Seattle with the ball. They trail by 1. Adams with the screen on Hardaway. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Bibby.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
There's the lob to Carter. Now, here is Stojakovic. What a terrific move that was. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Carter against Stojakovic. And it's Carter missing.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
Stojakovic, the pass to Hardaway. Here's Goodrich. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Gugliotta. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Hardaway. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Stojakovic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. At the elbow, Adams wants to get it to Brown and does. And they pick up 2. And the Sonics lead by 3.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
He's an explosive athlete with tremendous positional size. Hardaway has no issue mixing it up inside.
Now here's Brown. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Goodrich. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. They set the pick. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. For the Supersonics, they come in off the loss to the Suns. Pass to Carter. Great touch on the 16-footer.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Sonics on top. They're up by 3. Let's take a quick break now. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Supersonics?
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Elliott, and it's Hayward, and it's Gugliotta in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. Those who worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. SGA, that's a two-pointer. Rebounded by Hardaway.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Count it. Good.
And Parrish is an active big man, someone that uses his size and length well on the offensive glass.
Pass to Elliott. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. And a quick look at how the Supersonics schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers. And then on Friday, they'll tip it off a homestand starting with the Milwaukee Bucks.
And that game against the Cavaliers, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Sonics making a switch here. Drummond's checked in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 mates.
Yeah, this is his bread and butter, folks. SGA lives inside the painted area.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Jackson checked in for Klay Thompson. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Robinson. Five on the clock. Jackson setting the pick here for Robinson. One-on-one here. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking inside. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, this guy is an absolute force of nature on the offensive end. SGA, I don't know what the defense is going to do with you.
Barnes screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
All right, Scotty Barnes showing us you want to be in the dunk contest, young sir.
Pass to Elliott. Back to SGA. And the shot goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Hardaway. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
So that's his second foul. Not a big deal yet, but you certainly don't want to pick up that third.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Clock at 6. Here's Hayward. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Bounce pass Robinson. Elliott against Hardaway. Floats one, and it goes down 2 points. Hardaway has got it all tied up now for the Nets.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
SGA passes to Issel. Drummond with it. No scoring in this one. Issel gets the bucket.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Big group substitution here for Seattle. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Carter comes in for Gordon Hayward. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Elliott. And Bibby subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And then for Brooklyn, Sabonis, he's checked in for Parrish. McGinnis comes in for Jackson. And it's Goodrich in for Barnes.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Hardaway passes to Robinson. Over Carter. Robinson misses. Sonics leading by 4. And here's Bibby. A shot by Issel, no good. Here's Goodrich. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And a 2-time collegiate champion, Goodrich finished as the school's all-time leading scorer. So you know he can do this.
Adams finds Carter. Over Robinson. It's hauled in by McGinnis. Hardaway passes to Sabonis. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got his 3rd assist on the night. Carter outside. Up top, Brown. Pass to Bibby. Jacks up a 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bibby's got 5 points so far.
And how about the shooting stroke of Bibby? His 3-point shot is as money as it gets.
Here's McGinnis. Nothing on the board. Off target from the baseline. Carter outside. Pass to Issel. There's up top to Jaylen Brown.
Boy, you get a real glimpse of the explosiveness of Jaylen Brown. What a big-time finish.
Hardaway passes to McGinnis. And McGinnis throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And so George Karl decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So for the Nets, Stojakovic is checked in for Robinson. And it's Thompson in for Hardaway. .109 left now here in the second. Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Goodrich. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
That's good, and the supersonic lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Sabonis.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Issel. SGA looking it over. Gilgeous-Alexander, excellent touch around the rim.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 10 seconds left here in the second. Shot clock at 5. Brown outside. For 3. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Supersonics. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
When I look at Brooklyn, what you see is what you get. And we aren't seeing much from them.
Yeah, they've got some nice pieces on their roster.
All right, and next on the docket, our current matchup, a tight game for Seattle.
Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this arena, man. They fed off that. Big-time home court advantage here.
Some of the loudest fans in this league. It's like having a sixth man on the floor. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Starting off the second half, here's Jordi Fernandez's 5. Thompson is out there with Scotty Barnes. And there's Jackson. Then it's Parrish. And it's Robinson in at the 3.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Robinson's got the first bucket of the third here for the Nets. Pass to Whistle. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander, covered by Barnes. SGA against Barnes. Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Drummond missing. Brooklyn trailing. Thompson outside. Now here's Jackson. Back to Thompson. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. No good. That would have tied it. Outside, SGA. And shot on the way. And yes, it's good. 22 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander becoming more and more reliable as a jump shooter. With everything else in his game, look out.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. SGA against Robinson. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Nets miss again.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Steps back. Pass to Elliott. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. And SGA gets it to go on the assist from Sean Elliott.
We all know SGA is a prolific driver. The counterpoint has got to be, he's got to be a threat from 3.
Robinson for three, and the Nets miss again.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Elliott, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Barnes. Rebound by the Sonics. Issel's got 4 rebounds in this game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Barnes. Back to SGA. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And it's a 9-point Sonic lead.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Hayward can hit. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. And stolen by Drummond. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Pass to Elliott. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Brooklyn with the rebound. Here's Thompson. Oh, strong move by Thompson.
Well, if you overplayed Klay Thompson because of his shooting ability, he understands when to put it on the deck and get to the dribble drive game. Such a hard guy to deal with.
And so George Karl decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Teams changing it up here. And here are the Supersonics now. Gugliotta passes to Elliott. Excellent D there from Parrish. Nets trail by 7. Barnes right side. On the wing, Thompson. Covered by Elliott. At the elbow, it's Brown. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Vince Carter checked in for Seattle. And a change for the Nets. Sabonis, he's checked in for Robert Parrish. Brown deciding where to go with it. Here's Carter. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Carter's got the lead up to 9 now for Seattle. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Guys, back to you.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one is good. And now it's an 11-point Sonic lead.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Barnes passes to Sabonis. Here's Stojakovic. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Pass to SGA.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the third. They get it back. They kick out to Brown. Adams sets the pick for Brown. Offline with his 3. Nets trail by 11. Barnes looking around. Now Sabonis. Adams defending. Stojakovic the pass to Sabonis. And he makes that one. Sabonis has got 6.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
And here's a timeout now from George Karl. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. We've got 1:23 left here in the third quarter. Outside, SGA. To the middle. Gugliotta's shot is good. Gugliotta's got his second bucket.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander facilitating for his team right now. What a pretty pass.
Barnes screen on Carter. Carter against Thompson. Sabonis sets the pick for Thompson. Just 4 to shoot. Sabonis the pass to McGinnis. Thompson from long range. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Three-pointers to Jakovic. Rebound by the Sonics. Down low. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 points for Vince Carter.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Thompson sets the pick for Barnes. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Seattle. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Drummond. SGA is out there with Elliott, and it's Hayward, and it's Issel in at the 4 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. Thompson outside. Jackson looking it over. Pass to Parrish. And here's Thompson. There's the triple. SGA with the rebound.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Here is Elliott. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets an open look and hits. SGA's got 31.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Robinson passes to Thompson. Robinson sets a screen for Thompson. And Robinson throws it down hard.
Well, pick and roll is a crucial aspect in the NBA. Klay Thompson on time and on target.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot, high post. Here's Issel. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Sonics lead by 17.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Back to Barnes. Pass to Jackson. Now Thompson. A 3 ball. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Drummond's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Hayward kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here is Elliott. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Parrish grabs the board. Parrish has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The 10-footer. Tries again, and it's good on the way in.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
SGA passes to Elliott. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Robert Parrish comes up with the rebound. Parrish has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Thompson for 3. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Pass to Drummond. Thompson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Drummond. The Sonics again can't hit. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Outside, Robinson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Bounce pass from SGA. And he banks in the layup.
That's such a rarity these days, but Andre Drummond is a true 5. The guy wants to work on the interior.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Nets trail by 17. Outside, Robinson. Over SGA. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Barnes. Barnes has got his 3rd assist on the night. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Drummond. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Seattle.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Issel gets the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
It's Robinson, top of the key. Shot clock at 6. That shot, no good. Seattle leading by 18. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets loose a 3. Elliott the bucket.
Well, you see SGA and the strides he's making as a playmaker. This guy is so good, on point with his reads.
Pass to Robinson. That shot is off. Some solid defense there from SGA. And for a lot of rebound teams, Doris, toward the tail end of the regular season, not much incentive to win.
Right. The thought process for teams in this position is about which draft selection am I going to get? Where am I going to be positioned in the lottery? Quite often, Kevin, any player that's had too much success on a roster like this has been moved away from the team. They've either traded them or cut them.
Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over. And now we'll take a moment for our presentation of our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Pass to Elliott. Puts up a deep 3. Kept alive. Here's Drummond. Oh, and the jam by Drummond.
Well, few players as consistently good on the offensive glass as Andre Drummond. A lot of those rebounds turn into points.
Timeout called, the Nets. 1:46 left in the game. And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. to Goodrich. Out to the right wing. 1:33 left in the fourth. Here's McGinnis. And it comes off the front of the rim. Seattle leading by 21. Carter outside. Back to Bibby. Pass to SGA. Adams with the screen on Goodrich. SGA from outside. Sabonis with the steal. Outside Hardaway. This one for three. Buries the deep ball. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Now Carter. 9 feet out. Good work there as it goes.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Stojakovic dishes to Hardaway. McGinnis with the screen on Bibby. Hardaway. It's hauled in by Adams. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Now, here is Bibby. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but yeah.